Okay, so I suppose the big team news is that a new signing comes into the side. Matt Rush, who was signed from Aveley, was announced on Friday before the cup tie with Chesham. He is straight into the starting lineup, and I suppose a certain number of eyebrows might be raised that Levi Amanchi is not starting tonight. Do you think that's because he's possibly had too many minutes of late?
Maybe. He didn't start on Saturday, did he? He came off the bench and scored his goal within 10 minutes. It's always difficult to know with Levi. When you see him at the end of the game, he's hopping around, in his flip-flops, and he looks like he's played a full time. So I think with Matt Rush coming in, it's an opportunity to start him afresh. It's not as if he hasn't had a pre-season, is it? He's been playing quite regularly for Aveley, so hopefully I think that he'll be fresh.
And he was part of certainly Aveley with the best side that I've seen here this season when they played us. Maidstone have had a pretty good start to this campaign, and certainly the league position reflects that. As Eastbourne in possession in midfield, Brad Barry plays it out wide to the number 16 Carter. Carter plays it even wider to the 11 Sheriff. Sheriff cuts inside, thinks about crossing it, does chip it into the area. Could be a chance here for Eastbourne, and it should have been a goal. It's a great save. It's still not been cleared yet, and in the end, George Fowler somehow manages to scramble that off the line. It was initially a superb save by Lucas Coverlan, and it made a bit of a hash of clearing it, and in the end, Fowler has managed to scramble that off the line. Tom Hadler, Joe Lull playing for Ramsgate at the weekend. James Bessie Saldana scoring for Sheppey, and a brief spell at Maidstone. May have been in the youth setup, we're not quite sure. Ball is knocked forward with De Graaf chasing after it. Now it's a first chance for Rush to show what he can do. Lays it off, it goes to Sam Bone. Bone thinks about shooting, does shoot, and shoots just about a yard over there. Not a bad effort at all, that, from Sam Bone.
No, just keep the keeper on his toes there.
Played square to Fowler. Fowler now advancing deep into Eastbourne territory. Decides to knock it back to Brown. Brown goes down the left-hand side towards Gurung. Gurung being forced backwards, decides to turn around past one defender. Plays the ball into the area for Rush. Rush now in the box. Rush forced wide. Aaron Sebia has a chance to cross, puts it into the area. It might fall for Soul on the edge of the box. Soul now with a chance to cross from the other flank. Puts the ball towards the far post. It's going to be picked up by Aaron Sebia near the corner flag. Aaron Sebia now, two defenders in front of him. Crosses towards the far post, and it's going to be a corner to Maidstone. It was Dan Quick that got the header. Corner from Devontae Aaron Sebia now. 7 Maidstone shirts in and around the edge of the area. Goes towards the near post, and it's almost headed in by Brown. Didn't miss by much, that one.
No. Just under the attention from a couple of Eastbourne players there.
Dudzinski. Under a bit of pressure there from Rush. Dudzinski gets a decent distance on that one going forward. Hoyt wins the header. Ball goes down to Fowler. Rush is offside, but Wanjao Smith isn't. Wanjao Smith could get goal side of his there. Oh my goodness me, I'm going to have to be careful what I say here. Nigel called it a handball. Ben Austin next to me is putting his arm out. I thought he might have...
Along with Jack Curry from Wimbledon, when the season was going to be cut short and he was going to play with players that weren't being paid.
Strange time that was. The free kick for Maidstone chipped into the box. It could be a header for Rush. And it's a goal, is it? No, it's gone wide. Thought for all the world that had gone in. It was Fowler that got the header. And from where we were, slightly unsighted. It looked like it had crept in at the near post. It actually had gone just wide.
I think it was a save by the goalie there. Well, I think they both kind of left it to each other there, and no one really ended up taking a shot.
Yeah, I think that's Mason's best bit of football of the evening so far. His Soul into the area to Wanjao Smith to Shaw. Shaw in the corner. Shaw shoots and it goes just wide. It's a penalty. Well, he got his shot off, and the referee's given a penalty. I wonder if it's for the afters from the defender.
Maybe, because Wanjao Smith's laying down on the floor as well. Everyone's kind of patting Soul on the back and Rush on the back.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it was given. Scored for Maidstone against Gillingham in the Kent Senior Cup. That was at the other end of the ground. This one is at the town end. Aaron Sebia now with a chance to put Maidstone ahead. Runs up, scores! puts the ball to the keeper's right, and Maidstone lead 1-0.
Yeah, just a good penalty there from Devonta Aaron-Sibio, the keeper, as I say, dived to his right, and Aaron-Sibio put the ball in there. And
here's Aaron-Sibio with the corner. Amber shirts all over the area. Ball goes in towards the penalty spot. It's headed up in the air by Hoyt. Might fall for Fowler. Fowler hooks it. It's off the bar. Well, what an ending to the first half that very nearly was, Nigel.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, Fowler there in the action, just hooked that ball.
Well, Maidstone have won it back now. And here's Wanjao Smith breaking into Eastbourne territory. 4 players around the area. Sol is the player on the right-hand side. Sol tries to go past one man, checks back, plays it inside to De Graaf, lays it off to Bone. Bone will shoot, and it's just deflected. It's gone wide. No, still bouncing around the area. Hoyt tries to head it back into the box. De Graaf on the edge of the area. De Graaf gets the space to shoot, and he's hit the post. Pulls it back into the area, and there's nobody there. So unlucky for Razak Coleman De Graaf there. It was almost an improvised shot. Doesn't quite find the target, and now Eastbourne can attack down the left-hand side. Good tackle there by Bhivesh Gurung. Gurung now feeding Sol. Sol will knock that one forward, looking for Wanjao Smith. It's going to go out of play for a Maidstone corner. Well, that is a joke of a decision. I mean, that's... they're just not doing their jobs there. That's very clearly been...
literally right in front of the linesman as well.
That's 5 yards in front of his face. I can see John Gooch, our cameraman, chucking his arms up in exasperation as well, he might. And Levi Amanchi will come on. Amanchi, as you said earlier, Nigel, has scored 14 goals so far this season. I don't think Aaron-Sibio is going to go for it from here, but I've been wrong before.
Pretty central, isn't it?
It is central. Keeper's towards the left-hand side. He just lays it off to Gurung. Gurung will float that one into the area. Good ball. It might fall for Wanjao Smith. He shoots, and it's just wide. And it's deflected for a corner. You see who's trying to pick out that far corner.
Yep.
And the defender has just got something on that, enough to take it past the post. And the chance goes begging. Here's Brown for Maidstone. Plays it to Sol on the right-hand side of midfield. Nice ball into the channel for Aaron-Sibio to chase. Great cross from him. And that's a goal!
Yes, there we go.
A brilliant, brilliant goal from Maidstone. Superb finish from Levi Amanchi for goal number 15 this season, and an absolutely brilliant move down the right-hand side. Great pass from Sol into the channel. Great first-time cross from Aaron-Sibio, and a wonderful volleyed finish. It's going to be a third substitution for Maidstone. It's not to say that something couldn't happen to turn the game, but as I say that, here comes Reynolds for Maidstone. Brilliant run by him, bursting into the area. It could be a third for Amanchi, and it's just smothered by the keeper. It's a great run by Reynolds down the left-hand side.
Just trying to have a look over there, how many minutes?
Yeah, the green board is about to come up and tell us how long we've got left, but first we've got a corner. Aaron-Sibio to take it into the area. I thought Amanchi was having his shirt pulled there, but he may have been doing the same. Couldn't really tell from this distance. Fowler is on the right-hand side of midfield. Brown will knock that in towards the far post. Amanchi heads that one down, might fall for Petrasio. Petrasio takes one touch and shoots, and it's just tipped wide. So there are going to be 5 minutes of injury time here, and finally we see an Eastbourne player with a sense of urgency. Got charged down in the end. Brown can bring this under control very comfortably. Languid player, Rafe Brown. So feels the challenge coming from behind him, and in the end just lets it go out for a throw-in. Now, by my watch, that is 5 minutes of added time, and that is the final whistle.
There you go.
So, final score here, Maidstone United 2, Eastbourne Borough 0. Maybe one of the most comprehensive 2-0 wins you'll see all season.